Hi there, and welcome to this video on secrets of vibrational shifts. The information in this video could truly change your life. This stuff that I'm going to talk about, if you take in and really understand, is going to make your life so much better. I cannot tell you how much of a profound shift I've had in my life since understanding this stuff. When I started to wake up and started to understand why things the way they were and how things are, this stuff right here really resonated with me because I understood how everything fit together in the universe. This is not just some made up esoteric teaching. This stuff that I'm going to talk about today it fits with reason, it fits with logic, it just makes sense. And when you start doing it, you are going to see results right away. And if you keep doing it, your life is just going to get better and better and better no matter which direction you're trying to go. I can't wait to get into it. Let's start right now. But all I ask is that you pay attention to every second and every minute of this video because I'm going to provide insight all along the way about this topic. This is something I've been studying for years and I can't get enough of it because it truly will make a profound difference if you understand it. All right, let's get into it. So first off, all the stuff I'm going to talk about can do all the things in this list. It can take you from anxiety into confidence. It can take you from anger to peace. It can take you from poverty to wealth, from being lazy into being productive, okay? From sickness to health. I could go on and on and on. I mean, the possibilities are endless. And I know it almost sounds too good to be true. And that's why I want to explain to you the exact reason. I'm not holding anything back here. This is exactly what you need to do. If you want to change your life in any of these ways, and even more than this, it's this simple fact that we have to understand. I'm going to draw it out visually so you can see it. So I want you to picture this circle here as all of the thoughts in the world. This is the thought universe. Okay, this entire circle, this is every thought that has ever been thunk before, okay? This is all the thoughts of humans. This is the thought universe. Everything is contained in this. Now within this thought universe, we have many different slices. We have, for instance, we have the news. Okay, we have the medical field. All right, we have sports. We have houses. All right, many different subjects in the thought universe. You can attune yourself to any of these subjects and you will start picking up frequencies on these subjects. All right, now how does this apply to your life and how you want to get better? Well, you have to think of yourself, and I know you've heard this before. You have to think of yourself as if you are this station. Here's you, and you are picking up these frequencies. Okay, you're attuning yourself to different frequencies in the thought universe all the time. It's an ongoing thing. You cannot stop it. It's going on. And what most people do is they tune in to many of these frequencies. Okay? Now, the problem is that there are so many frequencies that if you tune into all of them, it turns into a mud to where it's very difficult to move yourself to where you want to go, because you may be tuned in to sports over here, but you're also tuned in to houses, you're also tuned into news, and there are many mixed frequencies in here. Now I'm going to draw this one. This one here is poverty. Okay? And then this one here is sickness. Now, you may be tuned in to health over here, right? You're tuned into sickness, but you're also tuned into health, right? So what happens is you get a mixed signal in your brain, right? It's not fully a clean signal. It's kind of like tuning your radio station to one station, but you hear frequencies from the other station kind of jumping in there every now and then that's interfering with your clarity. Okay? This happens with every area of our life. Our mind, our brain is a tuning station. It is an antenna, and we're constantly feeding ourselves these different frequencies based off what we're focusing on. Okay? It's a very, very simple concept, but if you really ingrain this and listen to what I'm saying, this is truly going to change your life. Okay? If you're tuned in to poverty, and what I mean by tuned in is that you are focused on poverty. How are you going to experience wealth? Okay, I'm going to put wealth right here. How are you going to experience wealth when you're tuned into poverty? How are you going to discover your niche? Because everybody has a special gift. This is your niche right here. How are you going to discover this when you're constantly being tuned in to all these other things? Well, you can't. It's impossible. There's no way you can fully live out this gift that you have if you're constantly tuned in to everything else. Okay? So this is really what I want you to get, is that it is impossible for you to get to where you want to get if you're constantly thinking about sickness, you're constantly thinking about maybe what's on TV, what's on the news, maybe you're worried about your health, maybe you're thinking about all these different things, but you're not devoting enough time to this niche. All right? Now, what most people do is they understand this for a second, but they don't put it into action. And I've been guilty of this myself. I understand this intellectually, it makes sense, but I don't actually put it into action. I don't actually do what I've learned. So how do we remedy this? What's the secret of remedying this problem where we understand this intellectually? What we have to get is that we have a subconscious mind. Okay? And I know you've heard of this before, that people have a subconscious mind, and this controls our attention. Okay, it controls our attention, the subconscious mind. Why is this? Because it's the emotional mind. So we're tuned in to these things, and we get these sort of dopamine spikes from tuning in to certain thrilling type of activity, especially the news, right? The news gives us this thrilling type of boost. Well, we're being controlled by this subconscious mind, and so it's very difficult to break out of this because it feels like it's like, look at this, right? But look, this is very far from here. There's a distance. If we're focused on the news, how are we going to work on our niche? How are we going to become productive? How are we going to focus on wealth? If we're focused on all the negative things, how are we going to create peace in our life? We can't. We can't tune in to all these simultaneously. Our focus must be on one at a time. And if we're focused on multiple, we'll have interference. And so it gets us nowhere. We don't really live out our true purpose. All right, that's what we want. It's our true purpose. We want to maximize our true purpose. All right, so this can be the enemy down here. This also controls our habits. Habits are impulses that you've kind of grooved into your mind, that you automatically go into every day. Now we can use our habits, we can create good habits, but it takes more effort to do this. We have to will ourselves to do it. We have to use what's called our divine will. The divine will is in alignment with our higher nature or the higher self, okay? But if we've built all these negative habits, then this takes more effort to do this, okay? So this is going to be a process of rooting out these negative habits that are controlling our attention. It's putting our attention on all of these things. Some of these may be good. We may want to focus on houses, for instance. Maybe that's something in our path right now. But we want to limit it. We don't want to be focused on everything else, because if we're focused on everything, we're not really living out this divine purpose. Okay, it's okay to be focused on a couple of these, but it's very easy to get sucked in to so many different thought frequencies that we're not truly making a difference in the world. And therefore, it leads us into all these, okay? If we have muddled frequencies, it leads us into all of these. Okay, so the way out first is to control the attention, to understand that this is being controlled by the subconscious, which forms habits. Okay, we need to transfer these negative frequencies into habits that are in alignment with our divine will. Okay, now this could be a process, and this is not necessarily easy, but I'm identifying what you need to do here. Now, I could sit here and tell you that everything about this is sunshine and berries and flowers and all that kind of stuff, but I'd be lying to you, all right? I'm pointing out the exact thing that you need to work on right here. I'm giving it to you raw. I'm not just telling you things to make you feel good. This is exactly what you need to do. This is the blueprint to actually live your life the way you want to live it and to live your divine purpose. Now, I've put together multiple courses on this, but the one that comes to mind is the Love, Light, and Gratitude and Law of Attraction course, because I go through for 21 days and give you actual things to focus on. Okay, this can cause you to make a vibrational shift. I'm going to give you MP3s to listen to every day, a video to watch every day, and affirmations to write every day. Okay, so that course is in direct alignment with this whole way of transforming your life. Okay, with that said, say you're not ready for a course for whatever reason, focus on this. Watch this video again. Understand this stuff. Understand that we live in this thought universe, and this thought universe is everything. It's the entire cosmos. The problem, though, especially since we've lived in the information age the past 25, 30 years, is that it's becoming harder and harder and harder to center on one thing, because we are being bombarded. So if you understand this stuff right here and you put it into action today, you will live your divine purpose and you will be successful. You will be healthy if that's what you want is health. You will get rid of all the negative emotions and create peace in your life. You will be productive. Say you're anxious, you want confidence. This is the secret right here. This is the true secret. Again, watch this video again and let me know your feedback on it. Let me know if everything I'm saying is BS, then tell me, call me out. I like that. I like to be told that, you know what, Max, you're full of it. All right, go for it. This stuff here changed my life. Understanding this truly shifted my life into a higher, more authentic type of way of being. So I highly, I can't tell you how much I'm passionate about this stuff, all right? So that's it for today. Again, I recommend studying this some more. I do have another video on this, my initial spiritual awakening video. If you haven't seen that one, check that one out because I talk about this. It's less visual, but I do talk about it a little more energetically. And thank you for joining me on this, all right? I appreciate your attention. I'll see you in the future.